Okay, next on the list, we are going to learn how to single crochet, and that is super exciting, but we need to learn how to single crochet into a chain, which will be different than single crocheting into another single crochet. But in a lot of regards, this is actually seems a little more daunting, but you're going to do it and it'll be great. So we need to talk about where we're going to start first. So I want 10 single crochets in this row. And so because I want 10 crochets, I chained 11 times, okay? And one of the reasons is one of the chains is just gives you room and space to make the single crochet. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so we are going to crochet into the second chain from the hook, and I want to show you what that means. So this right here is not a chain. This is just the loop that is on your hook, okay? This right here is the first chain from the hook, and this right here is the second chain from the hook. And where I'm kind of going through is where we want to go through with our hook. Okay, so we are going to, and if you need to, make sure you kind of hold this loop with your finger. If it's sliding around too much, just control it that way. So we are going to insert our hook into the second chain from the hook. Okay, it looks like there's two loops on here, but it's not. We have one loop and then we're inside this chain. So we're inside the actual project. All right, so what we need to do is yarn over, and we are gonna pull the yarn through just the chain portion, okay? We just pulled the yarn up through the one chain. Now we have two loops on our hook. Now we're gonna yarn over, and we are gonna pull the yarn through both loops, okay? That is a single crochet. And yes, it looks a little weird right now, especially in the chain. But now we need to talk about where we go next. So if you notice, when you crocheted into this space, it kind of really opened up this loop. And when you're beginning, you're gonna get tricked. You're not gonna understand where to crochet all the time because your eyes and your brain haven't got used to what you're looking at. So a lot of times this will get stretched out and then it's real easy to go right back in the same spot. So I want you just to watch out for that. We don't need to go here. We're actually going to go into this next one right here. So I'm going to insert my hook here. I'm going to yarn over and pull up a loop. Remember, we're only going through the chain. Now I have two loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over and pull through both loops. Okay, we're going to do that again. Remember, we're not going back into this space. We're going to move on to this space. So I'm going to insert my hook. I'm going to yarn over, pull up a loop only through that chain spot. So then I still have two. I need to get two loops to complete the single crochet. So then I'm going to yarn over and pull the yarn through two. You see how it's kind of coming together over here, and those big spaces kind of even themselves out. All right, one more time. We're going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull through or pull up a loop here, yarn over and pull through two. I'm going to go ahead and finish this without speaking. All right, so this very end one is kind of hard to see, but I want you to make sure that you get the last one. It is kind of hard because there's, you know, you guys may have not done this before, but there is one more left here, and if you need to, we'll go back and count. Okay, so one more, insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. Okay, now let's talk real quick about if you need to take a break from your project, you can pull your yarn out just a little bit. So I kind of want to talk to you about the single crochet. If you look at it from here, you'll notice it's kind of like a little body. These are actually called posts. And then what I want to draw your attention to is if on the tops here, we still have those loops like the chain had. So it's a front loop and a back loop here. Okay, so from the front, it kind of looks this way. And then from the top, it looks this way. All right. And we will talk about that a little bit more as we go into our next video to crochet back the other way.